All right, this is Aztecs with Haymaker TV, and we got Giovanni Marquez, man. What's going on? How you doing, brother?
What's up, good? What's up, bro? Just wrapped up a media workout, getting ready for my fight September 20th here in Houston at the Bayou Music Center, live on DAZN, live on Overtime.
Yeah, man. OTX 16, man. Yeah, I'm excited for this one too, man. I already applied for my credentials, man. I'm ready to see you live in action, and also Breon Gorham, man. So, your opponent, man. What can you tell us about him, man? What do you know about him?
My opponent, Wesley Farrar, something like that. He's 17-2, so he has a good record. He's experienced. He's a little bit older, but you know, we've been putting in all the work. We've been doing all the right things to go in there and handle business. September 20th, we're coming for the knockout. So yeah.
Yeah, do you think this is one of your toughest opponents up to date, or you had more tougher opponents, or by the record shows, it seems like he'd be the toughest one
I think
so far.
On paper, definitely probably the toughest opponent to date. But, you know, every fight we've been getting better and better, and, you know, we're ready for this. We're not taking any easy fights. See, my boxer, everyone has a pretty decent record on there, so, you know, we're stepping it up each and every fight.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Now, going back to your last fight against Munoz, right, I believe, right? During the post-fight interview, you say you gave yourself like a B-, man. Why is that? I think you did good. I think maybe Munoz won maybe 2 rounds, but I think you won 6. But can you tell us why?
I would say I'm pretty hard on myself, and I have high expectations for myself. So I would say that's probably the reason. I see what I could do when I get in there with world champions and stuff like that. So, you know, it's a learning process. We're learning on the way, and you know, I'm striving for perfection. Obviously, you know, you can't ever get that perfect performance all the time, but you know, I just want to be the best version of myself. I want to keep improving every fight, and I would say that's why I gave myself that kind of score.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah. And I saw you switching stances too, man. I've seen, like I was telling you earlier, I've seen like I've been to two of your fights. Do you usually switch stances like that, or is this something new that you've been trying out?
No, I've always done that since amateur. I've always just felt comfortable doing that with my athleticism. So, you know, I like doing it, and it makes me feel comfortable. I just get in a flow state, and you know, it gives my opponents problems.
Yeah, for sure. And for sparring, do you have any people in particular that you've been sparring? I know you sparred Shakur before, you sparred Haney before. Any other big names that you sparred for this camp?
For this camp, no, but you know, we're always working with all the best fighters here in Houston. So, you know, we've been getting a lot of great work from everyone here in Houston, and we appreciate that work, and we're well prepared.
Yeah, and going back to the post-fight interview, man, I know Kurt Scooby, right? He went up in there, man. Congratulations, right, too, because you got the WBA Continental gold belt, right? So I'm assuming you're going to be defending that belt, too, for this fight?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So Kurt, he went up there. I know he's been kind of like, you know, following you. I know something like that, right? When you were with Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Then he shows up to your fight. Things got kind of heated, right?
Yeah.
But do you feel like maybe by the end of the year, like I said, I don't want to get too ahead, right? Because you got an opponent in front of you.
Right.
But is that someone you looking forward to fight to by the end of the year, or maybe next year?
For sure. You know, right now, of course, we're focused on September 20th, handling business there. But yeah, definitely we got to run it because, you know, we got a little beef, so we got to settle that.
Yeah, man. I saw like
time we will.
I saw he gave you a little. I don't know how you got a scratch in there in between, right?
Yeah.
But so you got to get him back, man, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, man. And also speaking about other things, man, like this will be what, like your 3rd or 2nd fight of the year?
My second.
Second fight.
Yeah.
Do you plan to fight maybe at the end of the year, or you just like not wrap things up and come back next year?
I definitely want to get another one in this year, but we'll see how things go. September 20th, we got to handle business first there. After that, I would like to get back in December, but I'll leave it up to my manager, my promotion, and my trainer.
For sure, man. Now, I want to change the topic a little bit, man. I was just asking your dad right now, Canelo versus Crawford, who do you give the edge to?
Man, that's a great fight, man. I couldn't really pick. I think it's a 50-50 fight. Crawford has the skills, the athleticism. Canelo has the size, power, skills, and athleticism. So, you know, it's a great fight, and I'm just excited to be able to tune in and watch that fight.
Yeah. And but I believe that fight happens first, and then yours is the next week.
Yeah.
Are you going to be here in Houston or training, or will you be able to go with your dad? Or?
Nah, I'm going to be here in Houston locked in, focused on my fight, but definitely I'll be tuned in for that fight.
Yeah, for sure, man. Also, we got another big fight. I'm trying to think about competitive fights right now. Brian Norman versus what's his name? Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Who do you give the edge on that one?
It's kind of like a similar situation. You got Devin moving up, and Brian Norman is a powerhouse type of fighter. So I think it's whoever on that one, whoever executes their game plan better. Obviously, Devin has to box, uses athleticism, and Norman has to impose his will and use his power. So whether Devin boxes a perfect fight or Brian gets in there and touches that chin, I don't know.
You don't know, man. And I know you sparred Haney before too, so you got a little bit more insight.